What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Drunk 3PO channel. This is Jay, and my goodness, I thought we could just move on from this ridiculous trilogy. But what they have done with the Rise of Skywalker is, if anything, it's bringing every single Star Wars fan base together out of just pure anger. Out of just pure, what are they doing? Out of just pure, just stop. And Lucasfilm is just, I mean, they are literally pouring rocket fuel on this fire. When the Disney sequel trilogy came out, I've said this a million times, yes, I bought into it, The Force Awakens, because I wanted to see Luke Skywalker on the big screen. And yes, Disney dangled that apple. Come see Han, Luke, and Leia again. See what they've been up to. See what they've been doing. And The Force Awakens just destroyed Han Solo. And then The Last Jedi came, and that was like the divisive film where people, you either loved it, that's like your best one. And I say this all the time, Rian Johnson's version of Star Wars has a passionate fan base, which I think it is the worst version of Star Wars, in my opinion. And that just kind of split. What they did to Luke Skywalker was just, I don't even know if it's a split. We were just like, this is the worst piece of trash. What have they done? And that's when a lot of us just kind of woke up. And then, you know, we had no expectation for Episode 9. Like, just didn't care. So Episode 9 comes out, and it's just like, what is this movie? And all those people that were defending Disney Star Wars, you know, and defending The Last Jedi were kind of like, yeah, well, Rian Johnson should have directed it, or this should have happened. But now the novelization is coming out, and it's basically retconning Episode 9. Episode 9 retconned Episode 8. And now the novelization is rewriting Episode 9, because after the movie, they were like, all these people got questions. We got to answer all these questions. So they're just throwing things in. And they're making things so much worse. They have single-handedly destroyed this trilogy to the point of it's just a comic relief. I mean, we had the announcement that Palpatine is a clone, and we're just like, what? That's just dumb. And now we've got Rey's father is a failed Palpatine clone. I mean, look, you got Elijah Wood tweeting that this stuff needs to stop. And people saying, I wish Star Wars would stop confirming things about itself. It just destroying. And now these people that were defending The Last Jedi, they have nothing to say. Look at these headlines. Star Wars might not ever recover. Star Wars is doing this. I mean, it's unbelievable. Outrage grows after the Rise of Skywalker reveals truth. I don't know if Star Wars is going to recover. Fans are furious, and things are just coming out of the woodwork, even to the point people are tweeting at John Boyega. And John Boyega is like, are we still talking about that? He doesn't even want to talk about it. He doesn't even want to talk about it because of how terrible this has become. How terrible Lucasfilm is treating, like they have no idea what they had. They did not understand the fans. They didn't understand the passion people have for Star Wars. And I love the stupid argument that people throw, and they're like, are you still mad at that movie? Just let it go. Yeah, these are the same people that have podcasts, that sell merchandise with Star Wars figures. These are the same people that are making money off Star Wars, telling us to let it go, saying, oh, just move on. Why don't they just move on? Why don't they just move on? You know, no, this isn't a hate everything. This is a, we love Star Wars. And we hate seeing what is happening to it. You know, and now, like, my goodness, they retconned the kiss. And, like, people in my comment section are like, no, they didn't. They didn't retcon it. It was passion. It wasn't the kiss of... Oh, my goodness. It's a mess. It's a mess. And now with their comic books, they're like, hey, Luke had a yellow lightsaber just like Rey. So do you like Rey now? It's Star Wars Explained is like, hey, we're not going to talk about 9 anymore. Can we just talk about the video game? That was good, right? That was good. Lucasfilm has totally destroyed this trilogy and has really set the flames to whatever was left of Star Wars. And yeah, Jedi Fallen Order was good. I enjoyed the game for what it was worth. I still haven't finished. I'm almost there. The Mandalorian has some key parts. Hey man, I'm enjoying the Clone Wars for what it is. So I'm not saying it's all bad. I'm not saying it's all bad, but the leadership needs to go. The people in charge need to go. They don't respect canon. They don't respect like past writings. When you have people that have lobbied for the love of Disney Star Wars come out and say, man, I wish they wouldn't have done this. I wish they wouldn't have done that. And now you have people coming out saying, don't attack these authors. You know, don't attack these authors. It's crazy to see the mismanagement. And I don't know, do I dare say buffoonery? The tomfoolery that is going on in Lucasfilm? What are they doing? What are they doing? They can't, they just need to sit down and start with one story. Even if this Disney trilogy was bad, if they put together a cohesive story, it wouldn't be like what it is now. Even if it was terrible, they destroyed the characters, but they kept their same story. We'd probably be talking about it a little differently. But now you've got all fans saying they should just burn this book. I don't know what they're doing. They should have done it this. They should have done it that way. And it's incredible to see how they feel like they need to fix it with these movies, with their comic books, with their writing. They come out, it's like they watch this movie and they go, man, we gotta fix this. Like, this movie's not good, so let's make a couple things to fix it. And they're making it worse. They're making it worse. And I don't even know, like, when they eventually get another movie out, how they're going to, how will they recover from this kind of thing? I don't know. I've said this before. They just need brand new characters in a brand new universe. Star Wars is so vast and so huge. Like, just totally just start somewhere brand new with brand new creatures, brand new Force users, whatever. Just start over and don't even come close to anything that's already been created, and build it from there. Build your universe from there. And that's the only way I think that they could possibly recover. But no, they need to make money, so they dangle things that we know and hoping that it'll be good. Remember, episode 9 was being marketed as the grand finale of what, 40 years, 30 years, 30, 40 years of Star Wars, the grand finale. And look at it. It should have been Endgame, Infinity War level excitement and money if you're going to end the entire Skywalker saga. You know what they did? They sure did. They ended Skywalker, they ended Solo, they ended everything, and the Palpatine clone bloodline lives on. I don't understand why they just couldn't grab a casual Star Wars fan off the street and say, maybe tweak this, maybe tweak that, just to give us something. Something. You were given the golden goose. You were given a treasure trove of amazing stories in the expanded universe that would have made amazing movie. You didn't even needed to get writers. You could have gone to any bookstore, look at an EU story, and just picked it up and said, this is the movie. but you threw it all away. And now you have directors that are fighting with other directors, and they're making up their own stories, and they're just destroying the EU that you've created, Lucasfilm. And now you got to go back and redo it again, and now you're trying to dabble in the original trilogy just to try to supplement what these movies have done. No, we're not falling for it. We're not falling for it. I once heard, like, you got to burn everything to the ground to build it back up again, and maybe this is a good thing. Maybe it's just got to be completely flatlined, and then New leadership coming in. Look, Bob Iger's like, I don't want to be the one that fires. I don't want to be the one responsible. I'm out. I'm out. Let the new guy handle all this mess. And, you know, it probably needs to be burned to ash before it can be built back up again. Way to go, Lucasfilm. Your failure is complete.